2025 was a year where nations redrew red lines, sometimes with words, sometimes with new weapons. If 2024 was about choosing a direction, 2025 was about agility. Order gave way to disorder, with only one familiar and unmistakable message written on the wall: America first. The year began with a glimpse of what was to come. Negotiate on America's terms or else. Soon after, global power was exercised through economy-pinching tariffs and arm-twisting, whether to fix trade imbalances or settle conflicts. Steel, autos, clean energy, advanced chips, industries became bargaining chips in the large geo-economic puzzle. For allies and rivals alike, these were warning shots, catching many by surprise. India and China held their ground despite punishing tariffs, even though the world's largest economies didn't fully decouple. But they didn't reconcile either. The outcome: unilateralism, ironically, gave way to multilateralism, even as nations raced to secure economic partnerships to secure supply chains.
China and India are the primary funders of the ongoing war by continuing to purchase Russian oil. But inexcusably, even NATO countries have not cut off much Russian energy and Russian energy products.
I think unfortunate and unfair position of being the only country so far sanctioned. The Russians themselves haven't been sanctioned for their conduct or their unwillingness to negotiate. And certainly China, a much larger purchaser of Russian oil and gas, hasn't been sanctioned. So I'm not sure Trump is paying attention. I don't know what to ascribe this anomaly to, but it's something that I'm very much worried about from the U.S. perspective, could drive.
贸易战没有赢家，保护主义没有出路。美方推出单边关税措施以来，不仅没有解决美自身任何问题，反而严重破坏国际经贸秩序，严重干扰企业生产经营和民众生活消费。
On the other hand, the promise of ending wars didn't see through, even as the conflict in Eastern Europe continues to rage on amid sporadic breakthroughs. Across the Middle East, shifting alliances and fragile peace kept diplomats on the move. Tense summits, shifting alliances, fragile peace, and blunt statements followed. The result? New, unusual alliances emerged, sending out a strong message of rejecting unilateralism. A year of tense summits, sharp rhetoric, and cautious handshakes, even as diplomacy became transactional, personal, and unpredictable. New bilateral deals emerged: energy exports to Asia, defense agreements in Eastern Europe, and a renewed push to bring manufacturing back to US soil, even as investors and markets try to readjust to a world marked by volatility. 2025 became a year that tested old alliances and forged unexpected new ones.
Will that bring stability? We don't know, because I think you have a leader who likes constant chaos, and so I think will that go away? My feeling is no.
But can 2026 be any different? That's the one question everyone is hedging their bets on. Will trade continue to be the stick to beat nations with? Will uncertainty remain the price of attention? While some of these questions still need to be answered, one thing is certain: the world remains reconfigured. Which side does the power center shift now, and which way the wind blows, that is still to be seen. This is Anjali Palod for 80 Now.